at the hospital. And on one casa do pim, who's mammy when who's African said, as I remember, who are he and Tamnon Fanon and Cotton Chinny baby. Alaska, not knowing, say, the medical director of the facility, where because Nippon no reporting no, or say, Otin some no call medical director and Honor Kobisano. And no more justification as to why they had to
do that.
Alaska, me say, this particular issue is a criminal case. Whoever is involved, hospital from doctor no to a nurse to a security to whoever is involved, by now no should have been arrested. You begin investigation. You be charge you more if possible with murder. Alaska, say nipa na da hospital. Nasa also would need cockroach for so the national ambulance. You should be very much sure, say, wouldn't one locate in the family.
That's right.
And as I won't locate in the family, who say crow no so free swa, Crono assemblyman, Crono or Hene. You send a delegation to go and meet these people and do whatever that you can to ensure, say, you identify the family or the relatives of these individuals. And I mean, the time I'm in hospital, Alaska. Your friend is saying, social welfare we are. Nipa number hospital, you mean number more busiafo. Obi beda ho e kan nti na busiafo dwane ja no. So hospital no to certain extent obi o ha ofa kanobi because they have that social welfare department na e kan bi o ha obetimi atuatua because there was a case woman bi na oyem na koye CS no district hospital PAB to or no need licenses to do cesarean section. And na ode ma na guinea pig. And na oba pimfo ko twa na se na oyi akra no. And na infection setting in Alaska, massive sepsis. Na my condition deteriorate to a point Alaska. Onya ade be friend peritonitis. Ni yafru no I just say inflammation taking place ama ni yafru ni nyina pro. Oh yes. And na yede na beto hospital. My no buy no ni kuna oba behwe na de chinye no de obedi kura onya. Oh yes. So nipa wo tura droma no so nkota akofa sa adro no hefa.
That's right.
So the hospital has to do the ombeye bia just to ensure say maame no ho beto no.
But then who turn
oh the no na massive peritonitis Alaska better survival because neema no wajapade nyina gu yam na infection take place you can survive it. And sometimes some of these cases you know say palliative care will render for the sake of humanity, but you know say the prognosis no nkosi baby there are such a lot of people in the hospital. Nipa no nim say obewu but won't win kasa obewu nti munyini man nkonko. We don't do that. So Alaska for the whole medical team ne na se for betimi aka kire ambulance for said montama menum fa nsi car no na koyi nsi krom ho omokoye no omankoyi na nsi the center of ekrono enwuram krono asket baby na ekoyi ma me see ye and people saw it say ye ma me na si wana de em nwan say nipa na omo so omo hu say ye ma me na si ono they all kept quiet over it until 3 solid days ama me na tina nwuram ho hwe koma ebeku no uni say for the past 3 days ne nsu ato every day bia na maame e wanyina duru sa mre wei a ye twetwa na nan a ya fa say ya bandage ekuru a eda ne nan ne pain na nipa we be komatimi atena nwuram for 3 days awu. Alaska, and we are talking about trained medical professionals, nurses and doctors who are taking a Hippocratic oath so we protect life irrespective of who, background, race, age, whatever, gender. And there is no justification for this criminal act. There is no justification. That is why I'm so shocked and surprised in the face of all these things in Alaska. Just say there is nobody except by now that have medical cancer, whoever, because nipa now yes say man that order no say the person should be evacuated from the facility. No, is the medical director.
Exactly, because you can't do that without
no. And ambulance people, no, they are not just some idiots. Yeah, you just pick them from the street or. Your first EMS, they are trained professionals. Say ambulance, these are people who have also been taken through school, not to a higher extent, but you understand those things. And Alaska, so training na yade ma both nurse, doctor, patient ni nyina central to nursing medical training ni nyina humanity care. That is what you do. So under no circumstance, na because or to where ye did. na hospital no hwan na niaje ya okọ hospital so okọ party 92.3 also be na niaje so asoro okọ hospital da everybody go to the hospital in their distressed state
exactly
obi kwa ananipa no ye human way no ye different obi a o kwan of so a or react to situation and environment na asefo no enti say hospital na wo resources no out aban this is a government hospital you can liaise with the Ghana Police Service, you can liaise with the Ghana Fire Service and other security, even BNI, no whoever biano, just to ensure that be a woman free by a biano, the pictures in as for publication be no moye, radio announcement do say no moye, every do akra who will be TV so. You do all these things. Na say ni nyina failure, and no cry no, you don't have the right to pull the woman out of the hospital. Because hospital no your media in the first place. And now papa there. And the fact that we are medical director today, no doesn't mean that you're going to be there forever. The hospital is there. And a place for people like her. Some microphone until I see hospital, you see her. And you see, I'm on for hospital. Did one about Mundisika or Munya say, but Alaska, sometimes what say, but hardly. And a nipa only the care and an emergency situation. Doctor Baka say, one for we are my Indian money.
Serious. It's
and
true.
then see what they do is they will try to save you in an emergency situation. When a car born or cancer na to hospital, yes, just hold your answer.
No.
Sometimes, you know, in a situation a family nurse for over, they will ask you to maybe pay some deposit in for. But the situation will be uncanny. It is your job, your duty, a sacred duty to ensure, say, woman, come, because that is your priority. But to Alaska, young time nipa na ambulance for you making your training or more. Overcome kind of sunshine tadi. Ya fa a bank ambulance. Me no yesika na the toy and yedi ma me na sim. And ye feeling na na kosi crow outskirt. And ye na si ho se obedidi yamfa ho nso bebo no obedan and ye gya na si ho na ma me da nwura mo for 3 solid days. Awu. Hey. Ahoto FM 92.3. Me say me kind story no me mani ase dem but Alaska. This last time na me catch us say heaven we will be say Nyankopon your mistakes or be planning the black man akọ he should be very careful because we are very wicked. I'm telling you.
Say heaven we will baby.
Yes.
Na Nyankopon plan so or the ever hwe very careful.
Yeah, na Alaska. Ade we a woti ye. Enyo nwa.
But we be konsu no ebi mu kwa asori mpanifo.
Alaska. This is Babi Ababedru no. We are so heartless. You see, sometimes you know, you discussion and as for now, you're banging this whole thing, politician.
That's right.
But we forget to say it is people, Nipa that's from different homes, different background with this wicked mentality. Yeah, you need to come baby. Go Alaska and corruption our political space, you know, is no different from corruption in the church.
That's right.
It is no different from corruption in the mosque. It is no different from corruption in the hospital. So it tells you that there is a problem with we the people and our mentality, our psyche. And we sit somewhere and expect people to change overnight. That is never going to happen.
No.
The question is how ready and willing are you to change? Because you are driving the change that we seek. But Kronon, a sorona a place for us to young court na young impute to certain moral element to be into your muno and then abaya arena for financial exploitation. And the Krono kwana ya kofa hum some who will be the Google console and a fear and the driver man for no Odinisika. A number of people as our man churches are by go and ask them the young girls in as for Muso Munya Jumani. When you nisika we no so for not me account to na dwini ma oje nisika 30% or so the so seed nana ma meti baby the obedi kura onya. Yes. Alaska, this is the sick society that we live in. Now where the aya me yan say we ya kasa gukwa because mine ma catch say panyini bi anim. Oh Alaska, now man we panyini wo ma nka the very moment me I so nipa meti ya YouTube na me hu so mo break that story way. The very moment I deal with see yes who that hospital crank by now every single person has been arrested.
I can who communicate kura want Ghana Medical Association was
no.
The so-called human
health
right
minister I say on radio so TV so called by communicator every day.
So no up MPAD.
Yes. And this are your core duty because me say it doesn't matter aduma oh yeah. So you don't have humanity at the center of it. And you if it is just about money, I mean, you're sure there are other better things you could have done over and better than sitting here.
Exactly.
You understand? obi ye adwuma ka sika nko a enka ba bi a wote nka nya ho na wote na last ka senka dey tie bag a mesebeti makoyuka akoye nurse wo nya sika nya sika
Oh yeah,
the opportunities are there.
That's right.
I can just pick my destiny and go. But Alaska, sometimes idea you think that you're serving a purpose, and I said the opposite way, it give you motivation and energy to even do more, and you care less about other stuff. You understand? So Alaska, there is no justification for Adena Hospital now, and up to now, me in the Free Central region, maybe on the more information as to so whenever a central,
that's right.
Ebi ana hospital na issue statement. Ebi ana nsam na enam social media nyina akora ebi ana eyentro obi na boni team and akofa boda ni bi akoto nwuram na ya trust story dia fa ho na sefo no. But at least sa asem no ba maka say in a space of governance wherever biara you don't create a vacuum. Because last time I catch you, say panyini bi say or no ni Facebook page na man for air print na me say we serious. If you get to a certain stage, you need that particular thing. Because if you don't create, you are creating a vacuum, and that vacuum will be filled. That is why people are creating it in your name. Because if somebody see the original one, they will know say these are fake. Because there is no original, then there is no fake. So you need to come clear and explain, give clarity as to why. Baby, my many free day see here, then the buyer are the way trendy. Because yet to Chrome her, there are a lot of people more doubt. Alaska wouldn't send pay bro Chrome or more buying hospital.
Sure.
So when him say
Very well.
they don't go to government hospital because they fear treatment and yama you don't go through. Na sa ade we here by nka you expect to say private man cry na say be open paso. Now private hospital there is profit oriented, they are there, it's business. You understand?
I wonder what's a common yes.
Private hospital na say nko ya de we, but there be a buying hospital. Na nipa da sani nya na maame na si ye nya na papa na si ye na nya na yere na si ye na ode agya no nya na maame na wudi gya no ya ban agya pade otimeka say patient ne ti ho no ye dede and you have admitted say maame no adwen mu how so some mo kan say contradictory you have admitted say nipa no adwen mu how na nka onya den boda ni dia no ye boda ni preach and o kanya me asem Alaska, we need to get serious. That is why I'm saying say government must act in the face of this this thing trendy, because a lot of people who are there will be sad and the republic, not everybody is silent. The health minister is silent, medical council whatever obiamia and as if say nothing has happened. Ekwaye other field and community no what's obi kasa. That tells you the kind of your friend saying hypocritical people are that be a catch and nyankopon to or so no so why for black man go heaven no one we are very wicked people, I'm telling you. Oh,
that was Ivan J. Innocent and I will tell them Kano hi I'm on 92.3 Hanam Pimpim na masani dom enyiti anso and I Ghana for nyina so efa adwen mama na fa o message for 0541 82 5106 0541 82 5106 Normal Estate and Constructions Limited say yan kan kira o say awie baby a wo bia no bomodin say wonso ode wano de sem ebeba baji yan sase ni bi na say ya kaso address kotoku fanche ko chopoli amasama dencha charles dodowa na ninyira so yan sase ewo ho pa 0205051525 and 0598 653999 na yeni Nama Estate and Construction Limited depending for kasa mami fa me last commercials afi me ba na fi kwina dem na fi up to 4 o'clock na fi 5 o'clock na di atu as me ba sisia
Ahoto FM 92.3
Give us P capsules. A memedry. Manum bia ye benemu a. Kani metutu ya na minkuma bo asese de. Betu esa kum menia G. Give us P capsules.
Give it to me, baby.
Give us core capsules so e.
Emane meme nyina akoko yade. Sisi yade amamanya yem timotete wo mo no. Yedru no no. Manum bi amama de me ho.
Give us core capsules. Mrs. Moye din. Give us core capsules.
I give it to you, baby. You give it to me.
Oh yeah.
Hey, give us in no. Amen ni jia bebusuemu papa. Na bema ka give us P capsules. Eni give us core capsules bomu nom dia. Na eni jia ni ahoden no.
Wabrudo.
Give us P capsules.
Ememe wadi ifiedu watwede kronkwan na efa.
Give us core capsules.
Apemfo abatan wo mo manufo ne nkwada wo ne ifiedu mienu nka ho. E wo drugstore bia motofonko Give us Herbal Center, Teshi Mobile. And na Teshi Aduami. Phone numbers 0543 222 47 070 and 050 68
FD Ashusha Sa Ejedi Nkrato Imu Aja to Muse Eye.
Right, welcome back live on the radio 0541 82 5106. Justice, for hospital dear no tell Afemba Ivan so na on team you for Afeminka time no. So Justice, Winneba Hospital moho.
Alaska.
Justice.
Before Winneba, na yaboko topic no doing team. Maybe I'm will be
No. To start Ivan dealing with the hospital.
Let me deal with the hospital one.
Right.
In fact, Alaska, we are too wicked in this country. Yentim ye sumpa ewo mani. At this very moment, I don't know, the minister in charge of health.
I don't know up MPA due to buy this or court transfer.
Boy is not a serious person, I'm telling you. My own BB publication in Ghana, My Joy online. That is 14th June today, 2024, 7:24 a.m. Ghana Health Service probes how a patient was allegedly dumped in the bush. So, in fact, what can you know? You don't occur. Not knowing you don't occur. It's true. There, what will be? Allegedly was a when you accident manene bubu. Now was why mental patient. Now wasn't out to ambulance him, ambulance him. Oye abano government ambulance.
Unrunning tax.
Now one man that in a case bush boom bush. Alaska, what kind of wickedness is this? In this country. So is it true Ghana would develop under this administration? At this time, because news in the band, I think it's about 2 weeks ago, right? If my memory serves me right. At this time, Minister of Health on Anamho, under no serious country at this time would condone or connive and entertain such a minister. Onukrampono respectfully, although resign as a minister of health. Director of health, Otoho, Emadamasimesi, under his directorship. Alaska, Central Regional Director of Health, Onosetuo, District Director, whether municipal director or district director, Onosetuo of Health, what? These people at this time should all resign. Now was Hone Kejina and bring him. Now, the doctor that actually gave directives, the nurses within that facility, that facility itself must be closed for investigation.
Closed?
Yes!
Still
it must be closed down for investigation.
Maybe we have patients are still almost on admission.
And there was also a patient in Agko adjoining hospitals. Alaska, let me ask you a question. Sometimes if you are operating a facility like a hotel, then the next day, when that particular facility no nyimpa ewu ho without reporting, without doing anything, abasem no see that particular facility no do.
I no, it must be closed for investigation.
Exactly.
FM 92.3.
Order what tomb at this time. So I don't know why the facility is still running. And we have leaders. Look, if you read the very constitution, the entire chapter 5 of the 1992 constitution is attributed to the fundamental human rights. This is clear infringement on human rights. It is clear trampling of human rights. Alaska, this woman awewu was suffer ewo dem nkofu yi won sanu. The woman shouldn't forgive them. If true, Sasunsum ghost, someone or her, this woman should hunt all of them. Why should this thing happen? What has the president Wakadan with the Masemi?
But what when the tweets cry,
Vice President on them, baby no also, Odom is a carnival. Odom is a carnival.
But only was on in the union.
Can you imagine? Is Ghana a serious country?
So the Asa presidency.
Alaska. It is very sad to see someone who wants to be a president. I'm sure Nyankopon or to now Canada. God is doing Bawumia this. Just to disgrace Bawumia. Because at this time, you should stop everything that you are doing as a vice president. Then you go to that facility. Or you go with your minister who is in charge of health. Ask them what actually happened. Because them mamino or war or yeah or friend and family. Look, Obi find no in such a situation. Obi okra no you free there or family. Just like Ivan said. Obi wa ofi accident seen in Accra no at the spot. Upon was so no dimojamon dim kananam. And they have to go and catch that person. So when it comes to such situation, a lot of things happen. It was a woman no only ye dede onke dede one anifi. Onke dede wo direct anifi and our minister anifi.
Na hospital na someone for na ho.
I mean, you can't understand.
Na someone pom kro do asa no maso.
Obi wo ho na Yoruba no Alaska or you too severe and too serious that ontum cope with the situation. But you have been trained to handle such a person, whoever that person is. After all, don't we have mental hospitals there?
Right.
Asylum, we have some in Cape Coast, Ankafo. So if you think that the person is a mental patient, why wouldn't you send that person to the mental hospital for the nurses and doctors to take care of the person? To the extent that, or then you know, bush. What sort of wickedness is this? And you know, nyimpa no edi and that ewo bush and eventually nyimpa no. You are now going to probe into this. I thought the story wasn't true. Not knowing the story is true.
Right.
What sort of wickedness is this? The Alaska, for me, right from the president, the appointees, from the president, the vice president who is supposed to be in charge of certain things, you know, OCC, so yeah, mate, you know, and I'm not so as a carbon, up to the directors, up to hospital, no workers in here. They are not serious, and at this time they should be brought to book, and they should question them, and the law should deal with them. Alaska.
Right. May I say, I was 11 already on to 92.3. Summary, my uncle to a substantive issue. Ivan, my member and Shas here, Kennedy Agyapong say we joining Dr. Bawumia ne campaign na eno and the ebisa say well lies is credibility but in your campaign ba kun our kind
obi a wo so your strategies God also your strategies embra you take over power not dollar your 4 cities and then dollar your 12 cities we your strategies. Excuse me, strategies. Obi a wo so your strategies God also your strategies.
Right ba kuni ana ba kun su ni tew
body medri na kira wo kwan na say enengo an ya obedi a God knows I've done my media me can't know and went because you can't beat Mahama. Now see me and Kase my coca say we lost the election in 2022. Me driver. Free Ashama.
FM 92.3. Right. Yeah. Evan.
Alaska.
Uncle.
Yes, I think since Kennedy Agyapong could be Baumiachi Koya campaign, there has been mixed reaction, and Obia or the Ujina Oka. And Bakwa Meti, Yamishi, me, Asemo be alternative, so can say, oh, politics, say, Drew be a can't, dear, or can't wait me and win. And say, really? But be a gun, politics, and I could do no. Through politics, you can just take the platform and just spew any garbage at all because you want power. And when the okay no, people should just disregard it and then we move on. Alaska, Abra MPP, primaries, presidential aspirant elections, the Betanaha, and I made my position quite clear. Say, I am shocked, say, a character like Kennedy Agyapong.
That's right.
And even the moral conviction and the infantry to say, Okofa form, Akop president, a child how low. The veil of your friends a respecter, a guide your presidency, a sink it to. Because Kennedy Agyapong wasn't somebody who was coming from Ethiopia, Haiti, and also China. This is a guy who has been part and parcel of our body politics in this country. A man for him the track record. Kwanya Ofaso are conducting over the years. Yes, there is a side of him that is very good because the last time I was telling you, media why am Mobia Mahuntino, Upe one of the kind politicians of Morgan Haya. He's one of them.
Exactly.
And I dear Kennedy Agyapong bet me I never shock you. I'm telling you because Obia Mahu me life for me Canada. But Mobi, and according to people, that is who he is, that is what he does sometimes. That is the other side. But leadership, governance, politics, presidency, Alaska is a different thing altogether. So mean to me, say, oh, now no, I come in Alaska and mommy 200 Ghana. And tell me what I be me. Me am in Sabra ba obonye. Now China Wakofa, we ever be have say, oh, now no mommy winning. No. It is not your future. It is the future of a lot of people at stake. So you can't just go and trade that future for the obedient amount. When you know, say that person poses a monumental, your friends a threat to the very, your friends a foundation of our democracy, and it was on that particular way. America said, no, that character, no, because we are battling with another character here, Kufuor. You are packaging more like a deceptive way. You have a trauma Ghana for our problem. Na yet hona ye kon ye young kunye. And if we want to redeem ourselves out of this precarious situation, we don't need no Kennedy Agyapong. We don't need no such character. A man can some not see stage, so I'll ask some do can be. And you see, one thing I am very interested is in some Kennedy Agyapong taking stage in an all canon. You see, in politics there are mere allegations, you just peddle them.
That's right.
There are no basis to substantiate or justify as to what I said 7 and no canon. But issues now can related to Baumia's competence and integrity. Which is key, fundamental in American politics. All the elections no more United is about integrity, and it is about your friend saying, "Kwanya nipa can trust you." Say the obet me here, ne the won to me the Alaska. You can elect a fool, and the person will assemble around him wise people, and they can still manage the country.
That's right.
But your credibility as to whether you can be trusted or not, that is very key, and that is Adia no lucky. Enti ukwa political platform so. You told people in some now can you say because the dollar and not all can want some say because dollar not sinking so low until the people should not vote for Bawumia because he has been the leader of the economic management team. No, at that time an MPP and a campaign then na Kennedy used to that no dollar ne saying it was around 12 cities.
That's right. And now
according to about we no akwana nim until some now walk say akwana ya west no e say oya west times 2. So how dare you then go out there and tell people say they should go and vote for that person? It means it's either you are a joker or maybe you've been compensated good. And this is a greedy guy. And I have told you, this is a self-centered, passionate, greedy person. Always and always about it's
about him.
Oh, come on. Such greedy people. You see, there are a lot of greedy people in our body politics over the years. Very self-centered, very selfish. If it is not about them, then everybody should go.
But I will raise your point so. At the time I'm not 12 CD, you know. We see on your west.
Yes.
So see I cost 17, we see Antomano.
Yes. So sir, issues no nya da jena baba ima. That is when you see all these things.
Wow.
Alaska. At the time I'm not casting that is the dollar. And today he's out there. So the question maybe someone say, yes, Kennedy, and American, Obia will right to belong to whichever political party, and I will be a bad mistake on my part to go against Obi because we choose to join a particular party. Your choice. What I said, but we are advocating said that choice must be rational. You need to premise that choice on something reasonable, something that is very convincing. They all right to, but I walk about and say, "Oh, cancer much nipa." Then we activate a conversation that must be debated.
Yeah.
So the question is, and some not all can then about Baumia, the credibility, then the integrity, the performance. Honor, Alaska. And then answer, for some more to about things are getting worse. Have you checked from Bloomberg recent publication about it? Alaska, Bloomberg say, Osha says that all tracking currencies, we saw Osha say in the Juma since 1994. This is the first time Ghana are witnessing a downward, your friend saying downgrade in a currency for the first time since 1994 under the same Baumia.
Wow.
Bloomberg say, Okofa currencies mark 150 around the world. And now option strength. Alaska, win yes, you can't put too no. The Egyptian pound and the Nigerian naira. Some of the win him say, and now one other currency, refi. And the 150 countries no fire no. The worst performing currencies no. Ghana at also 4.
Wow.
And Baumia, these are recent publications from Bloomberg. And you're going to tell me, the same Nkrofono Omo envisage say Ghana will end 2024 with a dollar trading per city at 12 cities.
That's right.
Yeah, no, you're half and then 16 cities.
16.2.
Yes.
You're 17.
Yes. And you see, Neman Neba Buama, Sikana Nimoya Druno. All those things are not there because and for the first time, look at the cocoa no yetono. Look at the number. Yeah, last year as at this time, the first 2 months, now you recorded over $1 billion. The same time, Alaska this year, you're saying $530 million. You lose over 500 million. Sikana kakana wa hano so yesen wia sana anu one publications about bontin sika Bank of Ghana di twa sika.
That's right.
Ya ho
sika odi etwa sika
Bank of Ghana etimi sisa over $400 million and over e de ko print sika se obecha maye na sika no kwa print Alaska. So you see issues na ye kan no and I'm saying you trivialize political issues in this country. So we buy the NDC MPP debate, and we are not paying much attention to the critical and the real issues and underpinning your policy. And I'm for the Mubugu society because why the guy can gather moral courage amidst of this mess? Like how? No, you can only do that when you think the people are fools. Wow. Oh yes, because when you are dealing with people and you think that these people are ignorant people for when them there more when them there but you might not know. Some are very wise and they are watching you from afar, and you must be very, 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 very. Your friend is saying careful about those things because. There be no justification. Apart from say, you don't hear any other thing. As we speak, Ghana and Omayano Esijamo and Baumia and Akufo-Addo are the two people who have the power to calibrate whatever policy change be Ghana here at this time. And if you minor staff crying as a leader and they are out there busy. About 3 months ago, maybe 10 about some drugs your mother Brian a capot.
That's a global fund.
Global fund. The following the minister no foot to say when the America corona
that's a fund fair.
The thing is still stuck there.
But when them say now global fund that's not the $2 million account say fan clear. Eche na do tro koma won say omoma yensika ne yemfa clinic ni sika. Hey!
So Oko Hospital, not HIV patient when they are going through malaria patient, and that is this particular fund, a whole what dedicated to antiretroviral drugs and then as a form, and now more specializing in. So most of the drugs in Ebano is for these people, these vulnerable people who need these drugs. Adrona Betsy Hospital for over years.
I bet you port.
conditions na ewom no e ba bonti say how the money pa enye but you be force the money pa no. Yes. So the last time I went back to campus, I met a doctor. Oh no, yeah, research into these areas, antiretroviral drugs and how effective they are. He was complaining to me that he went to a facility around Legon and I'm checking HIV patient the viral load. So yeah, now I'm taking Rona 6 months after you go and check whether there has been a suppression and as for them. Nipa our antiretroviral drugs or no drona you expect the viral load is better or times 2.
Oh, that's
yes.
Adrenaline effective.
We don't care about, and you see the research we are saying here no ye obi amfa ho masa mesi nyankopon ye mistake no black man ko heaven or to na heaven ye twaja to me na aboye nyina. We are very wicked and selfish. Me I say we dey be ameka ye wicked o. Alaska Bruni will not allow this. I don't know crowd also their band they will make sure say they will go to lab and make sure say that thing now we know and you fit for purpose. Are you aware say drugs from one timber kruma with the person I'm in the casa he's part of those things. Or say I don't know from one timber. They don't even bother to check whether the efficacy is for you way. Eba straight here distribute. He's somebody who not lie.
Oh
yes, I don't know but they don't even check. Oh, global fund is that there and that is okay. Ya distribute to Alaska and among for nam take advantage the last time I was telling you about what happened in your family say is it Haiti? No Haiti. One of the countries this medical missionary missionary
we a man for kidneys.
You man for kidneys in as for them. Because some of these things they are organ harvesting syndicates or mono that is the operation but you will never find out because okay when Ghana as when akwa invasive procedure or hospital wako hospital ko checking the kidney say mienu ni nyina ohoda otu wa check with kidney to ask whether you have your 2 kidneys or not but the only comfort you take is say you have never undergone any invasive medical procedure.
Exactly.
Because for the kidney to be taken you must undergo invasive medical procedure. Until we young Kobe, you know, so we say, but my ambassador, you don't move to Kwana, just all your medicals or South Africa, you don't just all Alaska. Go back and check your kidney, my sister. Because Ebia Bakopenad in the name.
Ow.
Alaska. So, Sanyama when you exist somewhere. I didn't mean see what I say. And your leadership that are supposed to pay attention to some of these things. So, Alaska, Mr. Greed, ni selfishness, you know, Kennedy Agyapong, they could have compensated himself. Campaign or no boka.
That's right.
But you see, campaign or there are a lot of middle people who actually got certain hope. Trust me when you move, hope inside at least in the future, no, this guy will continue on this particular liar. You believe, say, but now you do the U-turn. The same thing away, your friend is a Kennedy Agyapong. The last time I was telling you,
that's right.
Among all the MPP candidates, no more standing Sanka or we need, yeah. This election can be very difficult because he wasn't part of the administration, and the guy Okasa, you know, say he has debt, but they are all part of this team. Yes, this is a guy who recently denigrated. Politics in but it depended on in some Obeka. In some a border on credibility. In some now say politics. Just stage in the campaign to be cancelled.
Right.
But issues are a border on credibility and in competence. You can't take them back. Because Okacha is a competent and my born my say. What will change that particular thing?
Nothing will change.
When I go back to school.
And the same person is telling us today, say, yeah, but when him Ivan, Oko Jina campaign platform no so no. Oh yeah, communication expert. Listen to Asem Okai, analyze it. Now for me, listen. Listen to join tea.
I need to be proud. I need jamu. Meaning say, o my mwadi. Ime jaha and can't say, o my mwadi, o my mwadi. Never mind, you might come and eat jamu and MPP. Obia entry one dance here. And my listen. And yet, 3 SHS. Ocean and Mofra are actually Eco University. And now 3 SHS or the buy it. If you're wired, it is a duties in the American and Nasa Petra. Never so for 2 hours. Never getting Oba, our young school. Over 2 hours. Walking home, Oba, our school. Sir, my Madachi, a basic design, 4 power. And only at the other side.
Right.
Alaska, me say when greed ever become apparent and we are self-seeker, you always look after yourself. And you see, your political arena, no, me say there are a lot of selfish, greedy people in the Mugu stage in so. It is about his interest. And the other American, Kennedy Agyapong, where Kasano, you see certain reluctance.
That's right.
But something is compelling him. So what's your statement? You know, that's what it means. So on one Kasano in free will, no, onya onko. In some no can on one kai what he recently told people. You my credibility is on the line, especially if you want to come back in the future. People will not take you serious anymore. And I make us a first, you know. A year 2000 a year ya oh NDC jina platforms are boom 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 MPP jina boom 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 omo mutienu so mutienu boom 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 okodu na akoto aba boom 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 na development boom 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 mama. But Alaska catch us with the advent of the social media, people have become very critical. And a ma omo taking interest in politics by social media platforms. A ma only ni shano no ye debater, but in the past how often I want to say about politics.
No.
People are becoming increasingly interested in about the politics. And it won't mean wine say on 2000s, I don't know. No. And then the average and the ordinary Ghanaian are a bit enlightened and intelligent. As some more can, they will sit down, analyze, and see say, and you are not serious. Because yes, you have every right to campaign for Baumia. But Alaska, look at the other side that you think say in some air cost. Are you different from the now because free SHS is no issue and your campaign where I come as because problem Ghana tell her no stretch beyond free SHS and a free SHS problems in as for your candidate to her how many costs in Maya for a review.
That's right.
How many costs in Maya from even the stand-up bodies for a review. And I may not we know the challenge. Go and talk to the parent. Nah, no one can show the challenges in as for. And I'm not sure say at this point any government our plans say over the free SHS free. It's not possible.
No.
It has become part and part. So I'm shocked they are pulling yes they say Morocco Parliament say there is no need for that.
The reason is woman right now, woman is there is nothing like campaign message. So bringing that one will trigger another campaign for a debate.
I wonder why people are more focused on Jesus so because that is no debate. Right. I'm not sure anybody is going to put that particular thing away. So Alaska, your credibility, no integrity, no politics, no any politics, no. And then I'll give you rise to some of these things because events before MPP presidential aspirant elections, you know, the events are even worse today, and I have enumerated a number of ways. I don't see any reason why I Kennedy Agyapong bring justification to tell Ghana for say they should vote for. And now you can say you negotiate here. You can swat it. This is a country you suspending a debt you are not even paying our debt. Look at the state of Ghana. And the dollar no the bizarre say can you tua your car and can your dollar no get say
serious
cocoa ni na se for no ma shaka and fertilizers ni na se for ye benya de aye no and galamsey for age nsase na boso ene ye twa cocoa tugu ema de ma galamsey for and a minister of state ne ye first incoming MP ekoye meeting ka kire constituency for the soldier for no ba mo and never we nyina see under this regime and nobody has say obie na no kra ka ho asem e threaten soldier for now or say uniform na symbol of state you need to who na the respect per man no meeting na regional minister team DC team say soldier for na ya mo na ya ban na wo so
right
and some no akọ nobody aka asem bia fa so Alaska me say Kennedy Agyapong de omo aye omo nwanwa e na be omo nwanwa na me amete ya nya me nwanwa because Kennedy Agyapong enim na no anie whatever the interest there no fall he doesn't care about anybody to baby no wadwe say oh come on you are not serious because stand now put you up during MPP campaign or try to take himself away from the mess as if say on kan na nkrofo bi na create na me dey am holy chastise or na or bastardize your friends about me putting everything on Akufo as if say on kan no today the reality because benefit or not benefiting from this guy will be any view.
Right.
Now if say contract in as for a man for church a man for no say your term street light contract in as for to my man for will be any year or be any sika church party.
But I say
people should come again. Enough of this politics.
Right. Ivan Chain no said nothing and can it take us to 29 minutes. into 4 p.m. Halidu Sabosi and Kanchas Akuala soup, Tatashwe. Branaunsa Ebe Kembi. Kofodia Metas a Kuli Bama be Brown of a front desk. Gloria Ebe Mount B. Afe 0243 409 862. 0243 409 862. And a 0540 670 646. My young call. Justice.
Alaska.
Justice.
But we are not in the
That
was Central Region. Cherry send your best Central Region.
Okay.
Second 2020 campaign. Mbra will launch one campaign war Oye University of Cape Coast. I keep saying this here.
Right.
Also, Yan Wupian Kaka Asamitre Cape Coast in the Central Region for. The people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. The next MPP government will build airport and harbour for the people of Cape Coast. Now, I'll ask you, where do you see her? Second publication now. Also, we are burdened. Yerisi, airport and harbour. Yes, I'm a people of Central Region.
Okay, Yentieno.
Our investments in roads, railways, and ports. And for the people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is very critical that we do that.
Alaska. Okay.
Alaska. Because politics yesterday politics is different from politics today. He has been able to put down the precise words
exactly
from the beginning. And over tape, you see, that is the exact word he used.
Okay.
And to everyone just say you to Abba and they are not listening now. You should think again.
Right. Thank you very much.
We are building a new airport and harbour. Alaska, we are building. I mean, Alaska, award winner and award winning radio and show. Then award winner presenter. We are building us in Alaska.
I'll say yes.
Yes. The next moment, the president of the Republic of Ghana, say, who the reason why the people of Cape Coast went your airport?
Anyway.
Okay, so the commitment was never to a harbor, it was to a landing site.
Okay.
It's very, very important. And you look inside the MPP, page 88 of the MPP manifesto for the 2020 election, it was clear.
It's clear that the people of Cape Coast, there's no need for us to build an airport and harbor for you.
But you need a landing site.
You need a landing site. This is what the president said. Then the next moment, the president came to Peace FM, your sister station. Then Ochinano send the one Kadamasam. Alaska, who is telling the truth? Recently, Dr. Mahmoud Bahomia Senaba Central Region, as part of Notoya. Then, they are going to build harbor, an airport for the people of Cape Coast.
Another one.
FM 92.3.
It's in import to me. Alaska. From the onset, this man has been telling Ghanaians lies till today. And I'm telling you, Obi Biaro Lite, Obotu Aba, I'm a Dr. Bawumia. That person's no home. No, be Alaska, how?
Boremo, I work Kennedy Agyapong about your campaign.
Again, Kennedy Agyapong, Moba, Alaska publication. And I asked him, AG, that going for a by-election in the Central Region, how sure are you to win? Then he said, Central Region, they are cheap.
That's right.
We will pump money in it and we will win. I will be allowed. I'm not doing tribal politics here. But I'm telling the people of Central Region that the MPP has labeled us, we in the Central Region, as cheap and jokers.
Osimuofo na munyofo anka obeka Cape Coast Express airport. I own a harbor. What's about if you are not cheap?
So MPP has labeled us that we in the central region are cheap and jokers. And that is the reason they want to jail Ato Forson, so that they declare his seat as vacant. Now I by election. Japa, we said, how is this possible? Also, Yabomo Niska, yes, this share election no more. You bought Chase come one. We send the 50 man for where you cheap. They should come there. We are cheap. They should come and win. I'm telling you, I'm going to stage demonstration in the central region against MPP. If they see us to be cheap, there's going to be serious demonstration against the new patriotic party. One was 1 year cheap. MPP crowd was 1 year cheap. Alaska, Munia Ivan, innocent. Oze Oye Hamanuza Abo. No, the pepper. I have my reservation about Kennedy Agyapong.
Okay.
In fact, in Bra Woko, MPP will declare there will be an conquer for forms. Now, Onke president. President. One kind of members of parliament have even said this thing here, that even Dr. Bawumia himself should start from assembly election.
That's right.
2.3.
Do you record this? Makada, he should start from assembly election. And to be honest with you and to be fair with them, the constitution is clear about Obia or qualified or president. 40 years and above, the person should have sound mind. They qualify. But when it comes to competency, none of those who contested for MPP presidential primaries qualified to be a president of Ghana. None of them. And there, MPP for the first time crown. Whether Kennedy Agyapong could still say that as someone catcher Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or you're sorry. Can he say that, Alaska? Kennedy Agyapong butu a catcher Ghana for there. Makadam chair Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and I am sorry. He cannot. Kennedy Agyapong either the worker jiska.
Allegedly,
Mr. Either.
Okay.
Or allegedly. There. When you're not seen from one man, bim, or you're self-centered and selfish person, you know. One man is boom.
2.3.
There you poor chosen him. And there's no way Dr. Bawumia will beat John Dramani Mahama. There's no way. It will never happen in this country. What friends do wherever they go, wherever they pass, whatever strategies they will use, they cannot be John Dramani Mahama. That is Bawumia. 2, Kennedy said Bawumia is not a strategist. Kennedy said in Mayor there, Bawumia is incompetent. Alaska, is it not true? At the time when Kennedy was making this statement, in 2022 and 2023, now dollar him. We are bringing some justifications here. How much was dollar to cedi at that time? And a year or 2 years ahead, since a dollar to cedi has it increased or decreased?
It has increased.
So this justifies why Dr. Bawumia is incompetent and cannot be a president of Ghana,
according to
Kennedy Agyapong. Again, in Kennedy Agyapong, all Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is incompetent. Was the steering man was the man but drive Ghana for Pum. At that time, Ghana yen debts, total debts in 2022 compared to John Mahama, it was 122 billion. Dollar under John Mahama when John Mahama was leaving office was 4.2. Now it's 16. 2022, 2023, how much was it? It was around 14. It was around 12. Now has moved to 16. Now yen debt as at that time, according to Bank of Ghana's report, yen debt at that time no, we move about 4 times in 2022 up to this time. We move about 4 times. Alaska, you can cross check. You can check.
92.3.
And you will see. So, that's in Crofum. Embra Kennedy. On kade. Bawumia incompetent ontum on for on manu koyeno. That time na was struggle there whether they will go to IMF or they will not go. They thought that Bawumia would justify himself. Wa brown for Ghana call IMF. Mwande wojina IMF boom wojina ho. Embra Kennedy kade Bawumia ye incompetent no. That time no we introduce as our friend Yi Levy. No, okay then. Bawumia can introduce us Yi Levy is the panacea of all problems in Ghana. And ask him what. Us Yi Levy no babo solve him problem yina. We introduce Yi Levy. And up to today, what do you see? Embra Kennedy, on the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye incompetent. And on to Mumfa on Manon Kono. That time na oil fuel under John Mahama. Fuel was 14 Ghana cedi per gallon. 2022-2023. Fuel no ya about 40 Ghana cedis. Now, how much is fuel now, Alaska? It's been over 60 to 70 Ghana cedis.
70 Ghana cedis, 80. It depends, maybe I'll be torn.
Exactly. It's Se Kennedy say, Bawumia luntum handle on mana. You have to look at him, bro. Kenu, no cheddar and somebody benechil. Oh, prices in a look of form nazi. That is why Bawumia would justify himself there. Yes, as well Kennedy Kenu on Yanoko. But now things are getting worse off. So Kennedy is justifiable that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia cannot solve any of the problems in Ghana. So what is still mana? Rather, he will worsen the problems of Ghana. At the time, Kennedy, or the car, the master, no, Alaska and the cement, no boy, I
now wrap up on that.
How much was cement? At the time, Kennedy car the master, no, or the Bawumian, and Alaska, and Zama sugar, tomato, Alaska, moko, kako, momoi, Gary, no boy, I Isu, for one on Facebook, bottled water. At that time, how much was bottled water? Alaska, how much was even phone? One worker from Zema. How many taxes? No, we introduced at that time. This time in UK, we introduced over 40 taxes.
Wrap it up for me.
John Dramani Mahama Ja Esla. Oja, a lot of things. This time, the zaman when get fund was a case awoba, Esra was a case awoba, sinking fund, and all other funds at John Mohammed Jano. At this time, the zaman when heritage fund. At the time, Kennedy Academy and schools, free SHS in a work. What was the situation? And now, what is the situation? Mofamo ko school, or boy school, or just 1 month. They come and sit home for the next 3-4 months.
Right.
What is happening? And this is a country wampada yekano kwara. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to be truthful, Otunfo say to Abebio, or advise Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in Kumasi. Osi, Bawumia to admit his shortfalls and offer pragmatic solutions. Justify confidence. President repose in you. Justify confidence. Or channel up to today. President Nanado or the number for a purpose. Known to mean justify there. President was more bad member to my year. So to force justify. Ansana. Come and justify. And you are not able to justify why we brought you here to come and solve the economic problems. You have worsened it and you want to be president.
Right.
On fa.
Rameda say
ɔmfa
Justice Atta and I would turn and Kano. I mean, cut you for social time now. Be to me and farm of course. Let it my uncle your next item no so time of Bema Yabefa, but I'm Memu Swam of Fachem. I want to you know say my young share. This is something that it needs time. This particular topic needs time. Ghana's 5G spectrum scandal. At 6 days old, company wins bid. Na idea emu rem pa na sa 5G aso say obi the 4G buy. Na 5G idea we need to have time on this. Ivan Yanko.
Yeah, Alaska. I think politics na and we must be very honest. It doesn't matter papa netesuru anasa one and netesuru anasa o mama netesuru ho. You must always look at the bigger picture.
Exactly.
What serves the interest of the people out there? Because my say, when I was ubenye sika diamond as for that no Alaska. We can't even say woo. But you need to make positive impact. But the bit we are making impact, you know. And I say yes, standing for what is right and doing what is right. Some Kennedy Agyapong, I didn't want to waste much time on him. But you see, central to someone I can border on the credibility of these people relating to issues of corruption, state capture, and no my Japan. Okay, Kennedy Agyapong kasa na ada na mude mudi dia mpeso obedibi na monko ade che say omo from near now to the point say ono ankasa kra a politician anytime. And they're the very same greedy people you are telling people say they should come and take over this country. Alaska, I had this 5G spectrum. Kwanya ya faso ya ade we da bia me say Ghana na sanka ye nyino bia koto handkerchief white wona ma na usugum. Because I will hear what is happening.
Hey.
Now hear the knowledge of the people, how people understand what is going on, and how we've been able to trivialize this whole thing. Now my etima, I read to you, Mrs. Imposters go come the match.
Serious, RTU.
To Mrs. Imposters, a good bass from Tamalibasin Koway, a match.
Yes, I'm going to ask them to walk so.
I said, and you're not ready from.
And almost reporters report to say RTU play, and I will see there be RTU say almost passengers.
Alaska. So, Mekachro say,
hi,
honesty, credibility, integrity, all facets of our society, morality, no, ayira, and such a society can never create wealth. Because dishonest people, how do you create wealth?
No.
Because we are greedy. Poison and that is the society we are creating. Because Alaska 5G network way yet your mind $1 sika ma Nigeria. At me, I raised $543 million by just auctioning the 5G spectrum. Keke. Or put it out for a sale. I wouldn't company some motor. Company back a fair mafab on MTN Nigeria. MTN was able to raise over 240 something million to add up to the mafab the buy. No, a banner saw mukutu passe. Yamama 1 year. Make sure you pay the money up front. These two companies. 8 million Sikano demand Nigeria buying. Yes, so we can say Nigeria so in Ghana. It's understandable. But Alaska. 5G spectrum, no, we are now near size of the country, and shut up, Matasao. It's about the services you render. Come, say we are seeing everything going digital, and then obey here data, fast data, and the 5G, no, I know your thing, change 4G, and as for 4G, Papa B. But that is a more advanced internet services. Yes, you will go out. Na Nigeria 40 million ya de we no what I can say Nigeria so chan ye enti yenya even half of the money Nigeria nya ye no from this Akufo-Addo say no you set up company and the company no more ye no you see personal grudge ne omo yetia omo na MTN ti ado angoma so
that's right
and omo said asesa telecos ni bia wura company we ne MTN na sin chan when the MTN has demonstrated capacity in Nigeria say omo can roll out 5G and as I speak there are 13 states in Nigeria 5G adwuma omo wanya na dada because they started 2022 5G adwuma in Nigeria in about 13 states they omo over 700 sites Ghana has 0 ye nibi a final spectrum na ya tam company no and I can companies no more chroma already omodi o man ni nya no. There is this company. So obakaya covered by no. Me better now videos catch kwan fa so ye di cover sika no. Company bi ye say own creative virtual workplace for aban na ye tifie ya tena so ye adwuma nti ye create table na se for wiem na company no sika parliament approve ye no. Omo de triple ye better times we. Etam Ghana sika 31 million adi. And once a young that company is the company that is leading this so-called consortium. I be go others 5G. Now when you see can say there's a quack, I'm making a short because time this Alaska. Sika yes yeah film no. 125 million Ghana cedis.
125
yes. 25 million or 125 million Ghana cedis no. Wouldn't the womb and microphone tier application fee $50,000 or mutia we are. All that they need to do is to give Ghana 6.5 million. They are kind of only 10 years in 8 years.
How many 10 years?
Yes, they are paying the rest in 10 years. I have the payment schedule. I'll show it to you. Nigeria gave these two companies 1 year to pay from 2021 to February 2022. Make sure you pay this money. They allow companies to bid. They went through 11 rounds of bidding and sana MTN Mafab Merge and sana Umunya we no. Yeah, they say no competition. There were companies who were ready. MTN, are you ready? Sanka Ebaya, they will bid. They were ready to pay big money because in Nigeria they've been able to do it. As a president, is no bidding. Now, actually, let the communication minister and also because companies no. Family and friends company they can boom. And the moment, so it's pay as you go and no more you. Pay as you go business. And your banner by year, we are no young and fast one now. Official now I say 6.5 for Ghana. Now year interest, 1% that accounted at Ghana. It did the last time we could bet you idea we 31st of December 2033. When companies are using 1 year. Alaska 5G spectrum, a exclusive that has been given to them, and they also have the right to go into 4G services. 5G exclusive. And this is what they are coming to do. Say, roll out infrastructure, and we are MTN, Telecos, no, be any who can say anything 5G. Don't Sasuma, Quasa, Wako Wedding, and Sanako for be more. Anything that has to do with 5G, nobody touches it apart from this company. So, Alaska, Omuvia, they no more sell it to companies, then they will have to do it on a retail basis. And the single data for your voice and asset data, no. Company is taking 65%. Telecos now over Beja Quacoton like MTN and Quaquadia. When MTN bet me rule no, or over 30%. Na Ghana by there 7%. Say they Jimintino
7%.
Yes. Alaska. Me say
I think I do way I was said you shut that back. Because still Ghana for TRC.
No. Well, I'm concluded deal no.
But I'm conclude, but it is up to us to explain.
But Alaska, but there me say, you see, politics is serious. Issue whereby we say minority issue statement that was a positive move. But beyond that, I see the kind of reaction how we approach issues, because issue like this, you have to be on their neck from day 1 to day 10. But press statement about I ended there, and these people are comfortable doing their business.
MPP help capitalize on what you may issue for almost 4-5 years.
Good.
I'm to the sense of Mutanyum.
Now, Alaska, Sika Yetiama company way why Misikano plus extra cash and Mutiama, one of the judgments of Mutiama companies.
They were able to capitalize on that. And this year just press conference and this issue no bar almost had the was or mocha. Now
when your press conference a statement the issue
so you see
issue now the only person what taking this issue up your friend saying Manasseh and Bryce Simon.
That's right.
Apart from them, nobody's talking about it. So these people feel comfortable. You see, there is space. Come on, let's do. Because rush hour. They are even getting away.
Few months here, okay,
oh,
you said it.
Alaska, that is it. Nanipana we are abra or babaji re-election, abra on you re-elections. And if I not to a panino no see hoka, and yaman panino di. O si table no so, or qua done. Oh, come on. We are jokers. Oh, come on.
Right. I think, sir, next week we need to exclusive on this. Now, I'm going to share that about
just about so that you can pick a call. You can pick some calls. Oh, okay. My time need be more. Anna.
That's right.
Because Alaska, a day take for worker BB. But the only thing I will say on this one, you there, NDC as a political party, when we come back to power, saying Ghana for Henadon, which of course I know there, Ghana for was the economy to Ama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, now Professor J. Nano Pokwajiman, and all the members of parliament will contest on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress. The Yaba Benuma, Alaska, we shouldn't forgive President Nana Akufo-Addo, Nana appointees, because they have been wicked.
Prison.
Oh, say.
Prison. The man is a very wicked.
Very wicked.
That's serious, oh.
Very, very wicked.
Say I'm prosecuting no one. If you cry and Jim Fanko Sawam, they should lock it up. He's a very wicked man.
No, that's it. I'm in for a few calls. 0303 402 and 0303 402 0541 82 510. So, my just shall buy and snappy for mommy. Good evening.
Hello.
If I told you, baby, I can say,
I'm at the summer.
if I told for sure,
a confit strapper.
A comfy young call.
Hey, Alaska, now, Kennedy Agyapong. Running out to the number 4